made a video about this play where I said that Geno Smith was asked to throw into a situation where it was a zone defense. He was trying to throw past the first level. It was tipped and, of course, was intercepted by Cowboys defensive back. And I said that that play shouldn't have been designed to cause Geno to throw in that area. A lot of you, I won't say a lot because I didn't count, but I would say some of you who responded believed that Geno was better off throwing to the person you thought was open, which was Ashton Gentry. And my argument is that Ashton was not open. And I'm going to go a bit forward in time here to about this point, and then there's Chip Kelly, the Raiders offensive coordinator, and here is the play before that play where Geno throws to Ashton and he catches a pass in the flat, picks us up about 7 yards, 8 yards, and so sets the stage while that replay is going. The point I'm making about the next play that you're about to see is that, among other people, Peyton Manning said that Geno should have thrown this pass. Let me show you. Here's the play, and then let me freeze it, okay? Here's Geno right here. Here's Ashton right here. Ashton is, when the ball is snapped, first of all, it comes off sloppily. The play action fake is done here by Geno and Ashton, but Ashton immediately gets bumped by, you see that? He gets bumped by the Cowboys pass rusher. Bumped. Then Geno is set. So it may look like Ashton is open here, but he has to throw over the head, not just of the Raider blocker here, but also the pass rusher who is actually in a good position to see the pass and try to disrupt it. There's no way that Geno is going to be able to get the ball over to Ashton, over his head, without it being intercepted. It's not possible. Not only that, it's a lateral pass. The way Ashton ran the play and the way Geno is running the play, Geno had no intention of even considering Ashton as an option here. He was looking downfield the entire time with the idea of throwing in between the zone, which he tried to do and was not successful at doing. So if we continue this, all right, there's Ashton. And some of you believe that he could have lobbed it this way. Again, he is at a lateral position. The ball's gone. And it was tipped because there was a lane that Geno was trying to fit the ball into, and the play was designed to present. If you take a note of the play, you go back up just a little bit in time here. That's going back a bit too much, but here, and then run the play. Okay, well, it's too late there. The point is that that was the interception. The point is that when you run the play, the first thing you'll see is that, so I'm going back to find where we were. The first thing you'll see is that, okay, here's that play again. All right, I've got it lined up right here. Right here, okay? So let's look at it again. And we have the motion by the tight end here. Play action by Geno to Ashton. Geno, there's a half, really roll back to this original pocket place. Meanwhile, Ashton gets caught up in this collision. There's no way that you would expect Geno to throw the ball to him here. No way. Now, by the time Geno does release the ball, Ashton sprints out here and some of you are arguing he should have tried to lob it this way. My argument is, again, in trying to lob it to him, it would have been tipped. You would have to overthrow it and overthrow Ashton. It wasn't presented as an option, and then Ashton is in a lateral position behind Geno. So there's nothing about this that's attractive. And for Peyton Manning to say that Geno should have thrown this tells me that Peyton didn't really look at the situation himself. This is a pass that Peyton Manning would not have thrown. Not here. He would have wanted to have the back out in the flat. And there are other plays the Raiders have where the back is running into the flat and he's clearly an option. This is not that play. This is not that play. So my request is for people to stop forcing the quarterback to run a play that obviously isn't going to work and start asking why the offensive coordinator installed that play. A lot of you don't do that, and you wind up rubber stamping bad play design by offensive coordinators. You blame it on the quarterback who's instructed to run that play by the coach. If the quarterback doesn't do that, guess what? The coach will find another quarterback who will execute his instructions on the field. See, it's not for him to say, I don't like those instructions. He can say it, but he will be more than likely benched. That is how you maintain a starting job in the NFL or college. So I said this before, I'll say it again. Chip Kelly is the problem. It's his design. He needs to be replaced as offensive coordinator. That's the bottom line with me. A lot of you are calling for Geno. It's not Geno's fault. It's the offensive coordinators. You can go look back over Geno's history. He's had excellent seasons. There's an obvious pattern of success there that calls for precision passing. He's not in that situation with the Raiders and Chip Kelly. Subscribe to Zenny62 on YouTube and bookmark NFL News by Zenny62.com. Thanks.